just leave, and I go home, and it was brutal. And that was in December. Cut to a week ago. This guy emails me, goes, "Hey, mofo, I was at that party. I thought you were great. I have my own company. I want you to come do it. We'll give you $3,000 again. It's at a golf course upstate. Free booze. You can say whatever you want. It's going to get crazy. These guys aren't stuffy like those pieces of shit.
Oh, boy.
You're going to have a blast. I think you'll be perfect for it." And I was like, all right, I get to redeem myself and another $3,000, and it's upstate. It's going to be great.
Wow.
So,
are you a little nervous that here we go again feeling?
This guy made it sound, he gave me a rap sheet on all the guys. He's like, this is the Z-Man. We call him the Z-Man. He's a crazy motherfucker. He got his nipple pierced last time we were here. This is Billy Johnson. He likes to fuck whores and all this. I was like, oh, this is can't lose.
Right.
So I'm all pumped up. This is Johnny. He's Jewish. Call him a kike, all this. I was like, all right, great.
Right. Ask for a corded mic.
Yeah. They did not have that. Oh, jeez. So I meet this girl at Hot Soup. I met this is another side note. I meet this girl at Hot Soup. Super pretty Jewish girl, blonde Jew. That's a rare breed.
Hot Soup marks show Tuesdays, Irish Exit in Midtown East, I guess.
So I meet her, and we keep texting. She's like, we ever going to see each other? You homo? You're always working, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, yeah, we'll see each other. So I go, I'm leaving for upstate at 6 p.m. Meet me at Grand Central at 5. We'll have a nice hour. We'll have drinks at Grand Central. It'll be very romantic.
Oh, that is romantic.
Yeah. So she doesn't show up till 5:44.
That's a nice 16 minutes.
Wow. That's what I said. But she was like, what? You got to go. Girls just forget information.
Of course.
I kept telling her, hey, I got to be out on that train at 6.
Right.
Got to be there at 6:30. The show is at 6:45. And she's like, well, okay, great. She gets there at 5:44. I'm like, I got to go in almost 10 minutes. What are you, crazy? She's like, 10 minutes? That's nothing. I'm like, God, Jesus. All right, so we were sitting there. It's very romantic. The whole Grand Central behind our backs. We're sitting at a bar. A beer was like $13 and everything. We have a great talk. We have this great time. We start making out at Grand Central. I lose track of time. I look at the clock. It's 6:22. I've missed my train.
Oh, my goodness.
So I go, hey, you skank, what are you doing to me? So I run to the information booth. I was like, when's the next train to Crestwood? I sound like a guy from the 50s.
Right.
And he's like, 6:28. I was like, oh, Jesus, all right. So I'm supposed to be there. It's a half-hour train ride.
Right.
So I jump to the track. I run there. I get in. I don't even tell her bye. And I get up there. The guys text me, where the hell are you? You're not coming? You flaking out on me? He's hammered by this point.
Right.
And I was like, oh, no, I'm on my way. I took the wrong train. I went to Long Island. I'm making up all this stupid shit. And he's like, all right, you homo, get over here. So I get there. Beautiful Crestwood. I mean, rolling hills, white picket fences, beautiful lawns, white people. I'm walking up the hill. It's just Bentley, Beamer, Audi, Benz. It's crazy. Just white paradise suburbia. So I walk. Get to the golf course.
Walk.
It was a bit of a ways. The guy's like, you could have taken a cab. I was sweating bullets when I got there. And he's like smoking a cigar. He's waving me in. He's at the top of the hill, which is this beautiful golf course, and then like the clubhouse.
Wow, he waved you in like the girl in Brooklyn.
Yes, he was waving me in like, hey, come on, cigar in hand, scotch in the other. Come on, polo shirt, khaki pants, tucked in, just the whole cliche.
The works.
Yeah, so I get in there. Beautiful chandeliers, lovely rug, grand piano. Everybody's sitting there eating. Chafing dishes everywhere with great food, shrimp and steak. They're the guy cutting the steak, where you can go, yeah, give me that piece,
Right. I love that.
Amazing. So
Carving station.
Carving, that's the one, yes. So he goes, all right, get a beer. We're going to start in like 2 minutes. You're super late. We hate you and all that. And I was like, all right, got it. So I'm apologizing like crazy. And the whole time I'm just like, let me just get at that food. I just want that food. But
right.
I'll do the show. I'm late. I'm sorry. So I grab a beer, and I go, hey, you want me to... Can I give you my intro? The guy goes, oh, yeah, I'll get your intro. 1 second. Walks to the mic and brings me up.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
It's a little what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I guess so.
Yeah.
The old switcheroo.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he was just like, yeah, who are you again? We'll just start this. Did you say something? Like, I wasn't important at this point.
But this isn't the guy?
This is the guy.
No, what the fuck? He really changed his tune here.
I know. I think he was a little mad at me, and he's had a couple pops.
The drinks will change the tune.
Oh, yeah. Big tune change.
No tune.
So he's standing at a podium, and it's just a ballroom of round tables full of people. All you can hear is the clanging and clanging of silverware and a little bit of banter. And he does the, excuse me, everybody. Hey, welcome to the Leawood Golf Club, hedge fund, whatever, fundraiser. This guy, I saw him 6 months ago. He ate it. in front of my other company, but he was so rude and crass, I thought it'd be perfect for you guys.
Oh, wow.
You're going to love him. Put your hands together for Mark Norman. All right. So there's just like a,
right.
no one gives a shit.
Isn't it kind of frustrating that he still calls you rude and crass?
I know.
That's the whole point. You aren't rude and crass.
I know.
I mean, you are, but not in your act.
Right. Exactly. So I go up and I'm like, okay. Oh, and by the way, when I was sitting at the bar, everybody was like, "You're the comic. You got to make fun of Johnson. Call him a fag. Go nuts. Say the N-word." I was like, "All right."
Which I hate, by the way.
I know. I hate it too.
It's such a thing that happened the other day at LOL. It's basically them going, "Hey, the whole show, make it about me."
Yes.
Make it about me.
Exactly.
I know all these people are here. It's a whole thing, but I want it to be about me if you could.
Right.
If you wouldn't mind, fuck all of your thoughts.
Yes.
All of your work, and bring this thing over to me. I'm not funny enough to do a thing.
Yeah.
But if you could do it for me, that'll be great.
You'd never do that to a musician. Hey, Jagger. Mention me, and you know that song, Brown Eyed Girl? Make it about Kenny.
Right.
You know?
Just sing Brown Eyed Kenny for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I had that the other day at a club. Birthday. Could you bring out a cake? Could you shit on my husband?
Oh, yeah.
No, fuck
what,
you.
Yeah, what
fuck
am I?
your family.
A server? Happy birthday to you.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Go to Fridays.
Right.
Anyway, so you're on stage, the podium, the golf clap.
Golf clap. They're not into it. So I go up and I go, all right. His name was Zach. And I go, give it up for Z-Man. What a fag. And that gets like a, huh? Like a what? Where did that come from? That was the first thing out of my mouth. And I was like, okay, come on. Don't get gay on me just yet, you fucking pussies. Woo-wee. And they're like, come again? There's like old ladies there and like kids. And I was like, all right. You want to get roasted? Let's get roasted. So he'd give me that rap sheet. So I just pulled that puppy out. I was like, Hans, you German Jew killer. Just zero. Hans was like, well, I'm not even German. I was like, oh, your name's Hans. I took a stab. And he's like, what? All right, yeah. And I was like, where's John Brenrock? He was the CEO. And John's like slowly lifting his hand. And I'm like, John, I don't know about you. You took karate classes. That's what he gave me on the rap sheet. And he's like, yeah, I did. I got a black belt. And I was like, I bet you did, you fucking loser. Just getting zero, nothing. Right. So I'm like, all right. Obviously the roast isn't working. I'm going into material. And one guy goes, whew. And so I go into material. That's doing okay. I'm getting like actual laughs now.
Right.
Not from everybody, but soft laughs.
Right.
So then I go into the gay stuff. Again, foolproof. Zilch. And I go, anybody gay here? And no one says anything. And I go, well, that's statistically impossible, which is like one of my fake riffs.
Right.
And that gets a big laugh. And that's just 30 minutes of this joke kind of working, that joke not really, this one kind of, a lot of sweating. I do a little bit of crowd work.
Uh-huh.
That's bombing a little bit. The waiter comes up. He was like 8 years old or 9. He was probably 12. And I go, what are you taking orders there? You should order yourself some pubes. And that got like a,
Because it's not a normal order.
I guess. And he wasn't part of the group, so they're like, don't fuck with the staff, you idiots.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And then
he wasn't on the sheet.
Yeah. There was one black guy there, and I was like, they let you in? And that got a bit of a laugh, and I was like, come on, he's laughing. I was just getting hacky at this point, like trying to save myself. And so I start doing the slut bit, and it's all these bits are too long. Every one-liner one's kind of working, and anything where I say fuck is kind of working, but other than that, I'm kind of dying a real death, and I do a pedophile joke, and that almost gets a knife thrown at me, and just kind of bombing. And eventually, Zach is in the back. I've probably done 25, and Zach's in the back just waving like, wrap it up, another minute kind of thing. Just like one more minute, give me a one finger.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, I'm going to close on this one. You're going to love it. And I close on a big thing I always close on, zilch. And I was like, well, I was going to close on that, and that gets the laugh.
Right.
It's just everything is going wrong. And so I start making fun of people again, and that's kind of getting them. And then I try one more thing, and he keeps giving me like all right, that's enough.
Right.
And then I was like, all right, thanks a lot. I'm Mark Norman, and I slunk off stage and just walk over, and I just go right.